Welcome to BitterBuzz. Today, it's all about pumpkins. As you can see, we have 3 different pumpkin ales on the table. The first one we're looking at is called Patchy Waters. It's pumpkin ale from Holidaily Brewing. The second one we're looking at is called Night Owl from Elysian Brewing. And lastly, we're looking at this one called Smashed Pumpkin, which is an imperial pumpkin ale from Shipyard. The question that I had was, what is a pumpkin ale? And yes, it is very self-explanatory because it simply is a beer with pumpkin in it. And it doesn't even matter if it's the flesh of a pumpkin or if it's like artificial aroma, it can still be considered pumpkin ale. And I thought that was actually really disappointing. So I'm very curious of how real, of how authentic pumpkin ales actually taste, because it's supposed to be all about pumpkins. I would like to say it's very, very carbonated and it almost looks like Coke. Let's smell this pumpkin ale. I'm mostly getting like a malty molasses sweetness. I can smell pumpkin pie, but that's only because I know it's supposed to smell like pumpkin pie. Maybe it's because I'm still congested. I was sick 3 times in the past month, which is unfortunate if I'm comparing 3 beers, but I'm gonna do my best. Slightly creamy. Honey. It reminds me a lot of the Oktoberfest in Märzen, I have to say. So let's see if it tastes a little bit more like pumpkin than it smells. Cheers. And indeed it does. Oh wow. For the aroma being so mild, in my opinion, the flavor, things like a hit of apple juice, like spiked apple juice. It's definitely some like allspice, like a cinnamon stick inside hard cider or something. It is more of a medium mouth feel. Because of the carbonation, it feels lighter than it actually is. All over, I'm not getting a lot of pumpkin. It's definitely a hard cider to me, but you do taste the hop in the very end. One thing that I would like to add, however, is that it's 100% gluten-free and it is made with organic pumpkin. So this is actually authentic. It doesn't have aroma. It does have the flesh of a pumpkin, which is nice. So with that, it is approved by me. Next, we're going to look at the Night Owl from Elysian. Oh, I gotta change it up. I poured it a little bit too full, but even so, there is no head, no foam foundation. It is sparkly, not as carbonated as the other one. And it is a little bit flaky. The look is slightly brighter, more amber orange, cloudy with particles floating inside. Let's smell this pumpkin ale. Okay, now this I can definitely detect the aroma. You have a lot of cinnamon and apple, yet again, more of the nutmeg, however. So let's try it. Cheers. And this one actually tastes exactly how it smells. This is definitely apple pie. And it does have that cinnamon pumpkin goodness. It's more of a lighter medium body, but the flavors are just so much stronger. It's like a kick. And I think that's actually what they describe it as well. A pumpkin punch. And I do have to say it has reminiscence of the crust of a cinnamon apple pie. And the hop is there. I guess this is what a pumpkin beer is supposed to be like. Okay, anyways. Next we're looking at the Smashed Pumpkin, the imperial pumpkin ale. A good foam foundation really makes me happy. It just brightens the day. It definitely has more of an orange color. Although this one doesn't have particles, it's not as transparent as the other two. Let's take a whiff of this imperial pumpkin ale. Very different. And yet again, you have pumpkin pie, and it's less of the apple spiked cider that I was talking about. This actually smells like pumpkin pie, more like pumpkin than the rest. This seems very promising. Cheers. I do have to say, this tastes the most like pumpkin. However, there's something in the aftertaste which makes it almost taste a little bit moldy. Like it's been on the shelf for a little bit too long. It smelled so inviting. It actually smelled like you could bathe into pumpkin pie. And then it just crashes and gives you that almost moldy and way too earthy aftertaste. I think that's better. You could definitely see the difference in the cloudiness and just the general contrast in the color. All right, let's sum this up. I would say out of the three, in regard to pumpkin flavor and drinkability, combining all of those things, this is my number one. Then I will go for this one. And I don't know what the fuck happened here, but I would stay away from it. Also because it's 9%, at least if you drink a high percentage beer, you should enjoy it. So there you have it. Stay sweet like pumpkin pie. That's the best that I can do. Cheers and thanks for watching.